Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861. Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, One app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services, endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
I am Moses Peter, welcoming you to news at 9 p.m. on Som TV. This broadcast is coming to you live from the city of Jalingo, Taraba State. This is the pulse of the nation. We bring only the stories that matter. You can stay connected with us on Facebook at Som TV and YouTube at Som TV Live. Before we go into the stories, here are tonight's major headlines. Cross River declares 20-day public holiday for civil servants, festive activities planned. Taraba Governor launches Taraba SAC enforcement drive with 11-member Special Task Force Committee. Federal High Court rejects Nnamdi Kanu's transfer request from Sokoto prison. On international news, reports on the Benin coup said 2 senior army officers released as calm is restored in Cotonou. While in business news, Shipping Association reports 40 to 50% surge in 2025 maritime activity. On entertainment news, Thames shares dating preferences, emphasizes friendship and self-love as Senator Ned Nwoko condemns social media misinformation, calling regulation bill. And on sport news, Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 unveils official mascot Assad. Now the news in full. Vice President Kashim Shettima attended in Abidjan Ouattara's 4th term inauguration. Representing President Bola Tinubu at President Alassane Ouattara's 4th term inauguration, Shettima joined African leaders and dignitaries reaffirming Nigeria's support for democratic governance and regional cooperation. The visit strengthens Nigeria-Cote d'Ivoire ties through trade, security, and development partnerships. He was received by Cote d'Ivoire's Prime Minister and senior officials before returning to Abuja after the ceremony. Cross River State government has declared a 20-day public holiday for civil servants from December 15, 2025 to January 5, 2026, covering Christmas and New Year celebrations. Head of Service Orok Okon exempted essential workers. Festivities include the 20th Carnival Calabar, Africa's largest street party. Some states mandated 13-month salary payment to support workers. The announcement aims to boost morale and economic participation during the holiday season. Moving down to Taraba State, the Taraba State Governor, Dr. Agbu Kefas, launched the Taraba SAC enforcement drive with an 11-member Special Task Force Committee, including Chairman Hamisu Ibrahim, Secretary Felix Jutam, and members from TAPME, Agriculture Ministry, Farmers Association, NSCDC, Police and Internal Revenue Board. The initiative aims to streamline the state fiscal strategy, enhance compliance, and support economic growth. Some TV correspondents complete the coverage of the launch.
Taraba State Governor Dr. Agbukefas has urged residents to participate in newly introduced Taraba SAC project as he commended the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry for conceptualizing the initiative, highlighting its innovation, timeless and potential contribution to the state economic growth. The governor describing it as a significant step towards boosting the state's internal revenue and promoting its identity. He made the call during the inauguration of the Special Task Force Committee tasked with enforcing the initiative. Represented at the event by the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Gibbon Timothy Katabs, he directed the committee to carry out its duties lawfully while respecting citizens' rights.
It is a known fact that traders, businessmen come into the state to buy our farm produce, and as soon as they go out, they rebrand them into their states or companies' name. And that is why the state government deliberately, through an executive order, made sure that the transition to fully use Taraba SAC is properly guided, as suggested by the ministry.
Honorable Peter George, Commissioner for Commerce, Trade and Industry, in his part encouraged residents to adopt the SAC as a symbol of the state identity beyond its borders. He said it is a noble assignment, while he urged the members of the committee ensure the enforcement of the initiative while upholding the integrity, purpose and standard that the Taraba SAC presents.
A defining chapter in the economic history of our dear state. We gather to inaugurate the committee that will crystallize a vision long awaited and now courageously released, the full operation and enforcement of Taraba SAC initiative.
Responding, Hamisu Ibrahim, chairman of the Task Force Committee, expressed appreciation to the state government for the opportunity and said the committee will execute its mandate with accuracy and precision to ensure the initiative success across Taraba.
Of the Special Task Force on Enforcement of the Law of the Taraba SAC compliance, I thank the state government for the trust placed on me through the Executive Order 9, 2025. This mandate is under the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry in the vital standardization, fair and trade, protecting the local economy. I am deeply aware of the responsibility vested on us. The task force will operate within integrity, diligence and firm commitment in the objective. We shall all engage stakeholders transparently to ensure effectiveness, compliance, and benefit of the people of Taraba State.
The event marked the official start of the Taraba SAC project, signaling a coordinated effort to promote local industry, revenue generation, and state identity. Lillian Yakubu reporting for Some TV.
In Adamawa State, the Ebira community has celebrated its annual Ebira Day at Lugere Primary School, Jimeta Yola, bringing together Ebira sons and daughters from across the state to honor their heritage, culture, and unity. The event, held under the leadership of the chairman of the Ebira community, Adamawa State Chapter, Abdulkarim Abdullahi, featured colorful cultural performances, historical presentations, and renewed calls for peace, cohesion, and cultural preservation. Some TV correspondent Ojoma Yusuf completes the story.
The Ebira community in Adamawa State celebrates its annual day in a grand style, with colorful cultural performances, historical presentations, and renewed call for peace, cohesion, and cultural preservation. In his remarks, the chairman of the Ebira community, Abdullahi Abdulkarim, highlighted the migration history and the values of the Ebira people. He noted that the word Ebira translates as good behavior, reflecting the character and communal identity of Ebira people. Community leaders and invited guests commended the group for sustaining the annual celebration describing it as a vital platform for strengthening cultural identity and fostering peace in Adamawa State. Organizers also emphasized the importance of involving young people in preserving Ibira traditions and cultural practices. The Ibira people predominantly occupy Adavi, Okene, Ajokuta, Okehi, and Ogorimangogo local government areas, with additional settlements across several states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Speakers at the event praised the Ibira people for their courage, hospitality, and long-standing tradition. The 2025 annual Ibira Day ended with cultural displays, blessings from traditional elders, and renewed commitment to promoting unity and preserving the Ibira cultural heritage across Adamawa State and beyond.
One thing I learned today is the breaking of kola nut. They have one symbol. The symbol is in vernacular. Is the same way. The same way Igbos pray is the same way Ibira people pray.
It's very, very interesting because this is what we are waiting for this Adamawa. I spend a lot of time in Adamawa here. What the brother will bring to them is that they will see their culture, they will know their culture, and they will be speaking their dialects.
Today, I saw it physical and I was able to dance to it. It's just like I went to Okene and came back, so I'm so glad.
To display our culture as Ibira people living in Adamawa State.
It may be little to others, but to us it's very big, and I'm sure that we are going to start something very good with it. We are going to start something very good with it, like we planned. This is the maiden edition, and this maiden edition is actually looking like the 10th anniversary. I want to give kudos to my brothers for organizing it in such a manner that the celebration is actually an exciting and interesting one.
Adamawa is a home to us, and we believe we don't have any home than Adamawa.
Ojama Yusuf, Some TV News, Yola.
Moving on to the Federal Capital Territory, the Federal High Court in Abuja has rejected IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's request to be moved from Sokoto Correctional Center to a facility in Abuja or Nasarawa for better access to legal counsel. Justice James Omotosho ruled that the court must first hear from the federal government. Kanu was instructed to refile the application as a motion on notice. The matter is adjourned to January 27, 2026. The federal government banned cash for revenue payment, directing all MDAs to use electronic channels linked to the Treasury single account. The Accountant General ordered POS installations, prohibited unauthorized deductions, and introduced a national electronic receipt system effective January 1, 2026. A revenue optimization platform was also launched to enhance transparency, reduce leakages, and ensure efficient collection of public funds across ministries and agencies nationwide. First Bank of Nigeria honored T. Mauritius with its CEO award at the Junior Achievement Africa Company of the Year competition in Abuja. The three-day event showcased student entrepreneurs from 8 African nations presenting climate-focused innovations. T. Mauritius won for Plantora, a plant and air-based purifier. Junior Achievement Africa praised First Bank's support and encouraged further investment in youth entrepreneurship. The federal government launched a 50 million naira student venture capital grant to boost tertiary innovation and entrepreneurship. Education Minister Maruf Tunji Alausa announced the equity-free scheme providing seed funding, mentorship, incubation and startup tools. Implemented with TEDFund, Bank of Industry, AFARA Initiative, AfriLabs, Entrepreneurship and Skills Development Center, and Google. The program aims to accelerate research commercialization, expand youth-led ventures, and strengthen tertiary innovation ecosystems nationwide. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, expressed optimism about national prosperity by 2026 after receiving the Yeye Asiwaju Gbogbo Ile Odua chieftaincy title in Ile-Ife. The ceremony marked the 10th coronation anniversary of Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, attended by governors, traditional rulers, and national leaders. The First Lady highlighted the potential for Nigeria's economic and cultural influence to expand regionally and globally. France pledged enhanced security support and humanitarian aid for Nigeria. NSA Nuhu Ribadu hosted a U.S. congressional delegation including Reps Diaz Balart, Torres, Franklin, and Sisomani to discuss counter-terrorism cooperation and regional stability. Allegations of attacks on Christians were rejected by Abuja, while U.S. Rep. Raleigh visited Benue State following land dispute-related violence. The engagement reinforced international support and strategic partnerships to strengthen Nigeria's internal security framework. Dan Maliki Bauchi Alhaji Aminu Mohammed criticized calls by Christian activists to scrap Sharia law, describing it as a humane, right-based system for Muslims, constitutionally recognized. He urged internal resolution of grievances and respect for the law's historical role in global legal frameworks. The statement emphasized balanced understanding, knowledge, and interfaith respect to prevent international interference and uphold Nigeria's diverse legal and religious heritage. Lagos State Security Trust Fund plans to reconstruct police stations destroyed during the 2020 EndSARS protest. Executive Secretary Ayodeji Ogunsan confirmed inspections and imminent reconstruction, highlighting accountability, innovation, and infrastructure strengthening. ESP Eno Ikoedem became the first female public relations officer of the Edo State Police Command, bringing operational and administrative experience to enhance public engagement. Both initiatives reflect efforts to improve law enforcement capacity and community safety. On to Bauchi State. The state has expanded family planning service points from 610 to 713 to improve reproductive health care access. Health Commissioner Dr. Sani M. Damba, represented by Rilwanu Mohammed, emphasized safer birth spacing and reduced stock-out challenges. The expansion is supported by UNFPA CIFF grants supplying over 138,000 Cyana Press doses and over 10,000 Implanon NXT units, strengthening the state reproductive health system and maternal mortality reduction strategies. The federal government disbursed 1 billion naira to Cross River residents affected by the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project, covering 700 to 1,000 people from 12 communities. Federal Controller Yinka Onafuye confirmed compensation for impacted farmlands and buildings, while Minister David Umahi highlighted safety features. Contractors pledged timely completion with expectations that the highway will spur economic growth, infrastructure development, and employment opportunities in local communities. Residents of Abuja quarters, Bahim Layout, Shah Iskawa, and Tigrimi's quarters in Katsina protested a 6-month electricity blackout affecting over 5,000 homes. The outage linked to illegal structures under a 33 kV line partially resolved after demolitions. Community leaders urged intervention to restore power and improve infrastructure. Council Chairman Yahaya Kawu confirmed awareness and pledged full restoration within the week, addressing urgent electricity and water access needs. The Naira weakened to 1,450.43 Naira per dollar despite a $100 million CBN intervention, reflecting persistent demand pressure from manufacturers, telecoms, and repatriating firms. Analysts noted currency stress despite rising gross external reserves of $45.04 billion for 19 consecutive weeks. Concurrently, crude oil prices climbed near 2-week highs, while gold slipped 0.79%, influenced by global monetary easing and shifting geopolitical conditions. Moving now to Ondo State, the Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa encouraged citizen volunteerism during the 2025 International Volunteer Day in Akure, themed Every Contribution Matters. He launched the Ondo State Volunteer Service to coordinate initiatives in economic growth, disaster response, environmental management, public health, and social systems. The initiative calls on government, private sectors, and communities to actively participate, reinforcing civic engagement, collective responsibility, and skills-based contributions. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma likened Nigeria's pre-Tinubu economic crisis to a barren woman, praising reforms that revitalized productivity. Through the World Development Program, Renewed Hope Ambassadors established 1,000 active businesses per ward, promoting grassroots development, private sector engagement, and job creation. The initiatives reflect ongoing government commitment to economic revival and empowerment across communities nationwide. Akwa Ibom State Governor Umo Eno received the Nigeria Excellence Award in Public Service for Sustainable Development and Community Empowerment. Presented by President Tinubu, the award recognized achievements under the ARISE agenda in rural development, agriculture, security support, and public service productivity. The accolade underscores government's commitment to inclusive governance, social impact, and exemplary leadership in public administration and sustainable development. Ahead of the December 9, 2025 PDP National Convention, the National Executive Committee inaugurated a 13-member National Caretaker Committee, chaired by Honorable Abdurrahman Mohammed with Senator Samuel Anyanwu as Secretary. The committee will oversee pending congresses and convention preparations over a 60-day tenure. The move ensures continuity and organizational stability as the Yesom Wiki-led PDP National Working Committee concludes its term. 6 vigilante members were arrested after the headless body of 25-year-old Solomon Ikoku was found in Abia State. Kidnapped during the New Yam Festival, residents accused the group of murder. The State Criminal Investigation Department has taken over investigations to ensure justice and restore public confidence. In a separate case, security was heightened at Sokoto Correctional Center after IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu's transfer, limiting access to select visitors. Edo lawmaker Okaka Eric stated that Natasha Osawaru, wife of singer Two-Face, may be forgiven by the House if she shows genuine remorse following public altercations. The Ethics and Privileges Committee summoned her amid discussions on celebrity accountability. Observers called for empathy, rehabilitation, and conflict resolution, while Natasha largely remained silent, highlighting public concerns over the conduct and image of high-profile personalities. Authorities in Sabo, Birni, Sokoto State debunked reports of a mosque attack allegedly killing an imam and worshippers. Council Chairman Ayuba Hashimu and Assembly Member Aminu Boza confirmed the claims were false amid ongoing regional security concerns, including a bandit attack in Yabo, LGA. The clarification emphasizes the importance of verified information in addressing public fears and preventing misinformation. Imo State authorities sealed a hotel and mortuary in Umuhu, Ngo Okbala after discovering decomposed corpses, raising suspicions of illegal organ harvesting linked to kidnappings. Commissioner of Police Aboki Danjuma led the operation targeting suspect Stanley Morocco Okparaugo. Maximum security has been deployed along the Owerri-Aba Expressway to protect travelers, with assurances that accomplices will be apprehended and public safety maintained. The federal government disbursed 3.7 billion naira in zero-interest loans to 2,000 academic and non-academic staff across 43 tertiary institutions under the Tertiary Institution Staff Support Fund. Managed by the Ministry of Education, TED Fund, and Bank of Industry, the loans cover housing, medical care, transport, small businesses, and professional development. Officials pledged to increase female participation in future tranches, addressing gender imbalance, and in institutional support programs nationwide. The IGP monitoring unit has arrived in Anambra to enforce the withdrawal of police personnel from VIP escort duties. Commissioner of Police Ikioye Orutugu confirmed the team's reception in Oka, pledging full support for the exercise. The move aims to enhance professionalism, strengthen public policing, and improve response capacity. Area commanders and tactical units have been instructed to assist, while citizens and VIPs are urged to comply fully with the nationwide reform directive. Now we are going on a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.
Taraba North, Taraba Central, Taraba South. Al'ummar jihar Taraba hakika mai matukar farin ciki sosai da kuka ba gwamnatin jihar Taraba haɗin kai wurin sayan fatun buhu na Tarabasak. Hakika wannan fatan buhu na Tarabasak ingantacce ne wanda gwamnatin jihar Taraba ta yi approving cewa manoma da 'yan kasuwa su yi amfani da shi. Wai ina manoma, ina 'yan kasuwa, me kuke jira? Ina 'yan Taraba North, ku tuntuɓi numban waya kamar haka domin samun fatun buhu na Taraba South. Ina 'yan Taraba Central, ku tuntuɓi numban waya kamar haka domin samun fatan buhu na Taraba South. Ina 'yan Taraba South, kuma ga numban waya kamar haka. Idan kuna da bukatan wannan fatan buhu, ku kira wayannan numbobin waya domin samun su a sauwake. Hakika wannan fatan buhu ingantacce ne, sannan kuma ana sai da shi a farashi mai rahusa. Ni dan Najeriya ne, ina da 'yancin tallan buhun Taraba South.
Welcome back. We are glad you are still there with us. Moving on to the international news. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has launched a TikTok account to reach younger voters despite the platform remaining banned on government devices over security concerns. His office said security measures were in place as the account debuted with videos from the Downing Street Christmas lights event and his meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky. The move follows Starmer's recent push to expand communication through digital platforms, including a new Substack newsletter. Two senior Benin Army officers taken hostage during Sunday's failed coup have been released a day after the government, backed by Nigerian military support, said it had crushed the attempted takeover. Calm returned to Cotonou as President Patrice Talon assured citizens the situation was fully under control. Several soldiers were arrested while coup leader Lieutenant Colonel Pascal Tingri reportedly fled. ECOWAS and international partners have condemned the attempted overthrow. Moving on to business news, the Shipping Association of Nigeria reported a 40 to 50% surge in 2025 shipping activity, citing currency stability and economic improvements. Boma Alabi, senior advocate of Nigeria and association chairman, stressed that port efficiency depends on government agencies like the Nigeria Customs Service, urging investment in infrastructure. The increase also reflects better coordination among maritime stakeholders. The Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents confirmed the growth, highlighting a positive year for Nigeria's maritime trade. On entertainment news, Kaduna-born pastor and gospel singer Solomon Langi has praised worship from northern Nigeria as among the purest in the country and globally, attributing its depth to the region's struggles. Speaking at the Experience press conference, he said believers worship amid pain but remain devoted. Langi, making a notable return to the 20th edition of the concert, was welcomed by convener Pastor Paul Adefaransi and will join over 20 gospel artists performing. Nigerian singer Temilade Okpeniyi, popularly known as Tems, has shared her dating preferences, revealing she avoids unfriendly partners and values curiosity in a romantic relationship. In a recent interview, the Grammy-winning artist emphasized that friendship is essential, calling the absence of it a red flag. Tems did not confirm if she is currently dating, noting that her focus remains on self-love and personal growth. Senator Ned Nwoko has condemned the spread of false information on social media, citing a recent claim that he intended to harm his estranged wife, actress Regina Daniels. Speaking on X, he stressed the need for accountability from tech platforms and urged Nigerians to support the Social Media Regulation Bill in the National Assembly, which mandates foreign platforms to register open offices in Nigeria, create jobs, pay taxes, and face legal responsibilities locally. On sport news, the Confederation of African Football and organizers of the African Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 have unveiled the tournament's official mascot, Assad, a youthful Atlas lion figure symbolizing strength, pride, and cultural identity. Officials said Assad will lead fan engagement across stadiums, digital platforms, and community events, and will also support long-term grassroots and youth football programs. The tournament will run from December 21st, 2025 to January 18, 2026, with the Fédération Internationale de Football Association directing clubs to release players from December 15. That is where we draw the curtain. I am Moses Peter. Good evening and wishing you the very best.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient.
Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.